Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's review. 5 years ago, a musical about one of the founding fathers premiered on Broadway and became an immediate sensation. The team behind it made a professional recording and sold the rights to Disney. It is now available on Disney+, giving even more access to audiences who otherwise might not get a chance to experience the show on stage. Did this Tony and Pulitzer Prize winner live up to the hype for me? This is Hamilton. Watching this filmed version of Hamilton, I can definitely see why the show was so monumentally successful. It is an impressive mixing of history with hip-hop and other modern musical styles. Director Thomas Kail and songwriter Lin-Manuel Miranda definitely had a vision, and they do a really good job of executing it. Miranda's songs are catchy and hummable, but what really impressed me were the lyrics, which are cleverly written and filled with a lot of strong wordsmith. Miranda just has a really impressive way of stringing words together. Of the songs, I think The Room Where It Happens, Non-Stop, What Did I Miss, Burn, and You'll Be Back are the strongest. The choreography also deserves a mention, as Andy Blockenbuller's direction of the dancers gives the songs even more energy. The cast, who at this point already knew the show from front to back, also deliver. Leslie Odom Jr. captures the jealousy felt by Aaron Burr as he watches Alexander Hamilton rise to the top. And Philippa Sue makes Hamilton's wife Eliza someone we continually sympathize with over the course of the story. The standouts for me, though, were Daveed Diggs and Jonathan Groff. Diggs plays two roles, Thomas Jefferson and Marquis de Lafayette. As both of them, he brings the house down, as he portrays the joy in their interactions with Hamilton, although their motivations for hanging out with him cannot be more different. And Groff is absolutely hilarious as King George III, as he mocks America's decision to become independent. That was something I did not expect from Hamilton. I'd heard a few of the songs before, but assumed it was a largely serious musical. However, Kail and Miranda incorporate a lot of humor into the show, and I laughed multiple times. I will admit I did prefer Act 2 over Act 1 for a number of reasons. It was interesting seeing the political infighting as the Founding Fathers tried to make this new country work. Miranda definitely tries to show the modern parallels, including how endorsements can affect a presidential election and the depiction of a cabinet meeting through the use of a rap battle. Although I've always found the early years of the American presidency to be a more fascinating topic than the Revolutionary War that led up to it. The main flaw I had with Hamilton is that I found Alexander Hamilton himself to be the least interesting character in the show. I was somehow a lot more invested in the other people in his life, like Aaron Burr and George Washington, and the issues they had to face. So when we focused mostly on him, I did feel parts of the show tended to drag. Lin-Manuel Miranda is fine in the role, but Hamilton does end up being outshone by those around him. Nonetheless, Hamilton does make for an entertaining show with some terrific musical numbers and catchy songs. I imagine it probably loses something from watching it live, but I will always support the release of official recordings of theatrical productions. Contrary to belief, releasing film versions of musicals does not have a negative effect on ticket sales. If anything, it likely increases interest in the show, as people who would otherwise not get an opportunity to see it on stage can become fans. Most Broadway shows are, in fact, recorded for archive purposes and placed in the Lincoln Center Library. However, many of these are not released to the public. With Broadway now closed until next year, I think it's about time the archives opened and these recordings are made available for everyone to see. I hope the success of Hamilton on Disney Plus will inspire other streaming services to acquire professional stage recordings of plays and musicals and put them on their platforms. Anyway, give Hamilton a watch and let me know in the comments what you think of it. I would also like to know what other stage show recordings you would like to see in the future. I know I'm hoping for the Book of Mormon one day. Thank you for watching this week's review, and I'll see you next time.